reading, that's where I was, yes. All these books. So many bloody books everywhere. Oh, I feel like I've read a library already, but still there are more bloody books. Goodness, I haven't got much time left to read many more. 120 is a very good age, but I don't think I'll surpass it by much. Right now. Now I finished this one, didn't I? Yes. And as I've read so many books, I don't know what I've read and what I haven't. I'm sure I must have read some of the books in here twice, but I suppose what does it matter, really? If you've read a book and can't remember it, you might as well read it again. I mean, there's no point reading if you can't remember anything, eh? Right, what to read next? There's this one, have I read this? Oh my goodness, it's cold. I should ask Smedley to close the window. He really shouldn't leave the window. So old I get a chill in my bones. I'm sure this is why I couldn't move my knee the other day. Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness! Smedley, go! Goodness! It's dark. God, where's the bloody matches? It's more and more. Smedley, close the bloody window rather than this bloody roomy fingers, I tell you. It's cold enough without having to light these fiddly little buggers. Yes! Very good, yes. Right, matches back, matches. Oh my God, what have we here? It's a funny looking book. I don't remember having that on my desk before. I'm not standing just looking at it. I'm going to open it up. My goodness. The record of Haozkla in the 118th year of the 236th living deity. That's an odd title. Well, might as well begin. There is a city called Haozkla that rests in a small valley between two snowy peaks, high up in the fair mountains. The wise say it has been there since time began, and will be there when time finally finishes his great journey. Haozkla is the city of deities, of living deities. It is the city where time lived before he left on his journey, and the city to which he will return at his journey's end. The living deities await his return, one by one, each staying 100 years in the city, teaching, healing, and guiding the people of Haozkla, helping them to achieve understanding so that one day they will know the loves of time and distract him from his journey, so stopping age and dying of their people. Goodness, I could do that, really. A living deity appears every 90 years or so. He is always found from within the city itself and has to undergo 3 tests set by the present living deity to establish his authenticity. The child that passes these tests is secluded and masked so that his perfect visage will not distract those who come to seek his advice, and his holy light not burn their faces. But there has been a gap. The present living deity is nearly ready to depart. Soon he will follow his many predecessors and return to time's side, pleading to him to stop his deathly task. But he leaves no successor. No child has been found to pass the 3 tests. The city is anxious. The people know that without their living deity to guide them, they are lost and will never win time over. They are waiting. In the city there is a girl of only 16 years of age, called Haözkla. She is a seamstress and weaver. In fact, She is the best seamstress and weaver in the entire city. She is so good. She weaves clothes, cassocks and cowls for the monks that live in the great monastery. She has even been known to weave clothes for the living deity himself. She has no friends, no family, and so she lives alone, surrounded by the cloth and fabric that is her trade.
Again. Oh, I thought it had gone. I don't know what this illness could be from. It's unlike any illness I've ever had before. It's lasted so long, and sometimes it just disappears. I don't know what to do. I can't work like this. I could go see Haözkla. Yes, he is knowledgeable about sickness. Yes, I should do that. I could go to him this afternoon. He's always been so kind and so helpful. No, I can't. I know I can't. I haven't been to the monastery since it... If I go, I'll have to tell them. And if I tell them, they'll be angry, I know. It wasn't my fault, but I don't think so. Haözkla. Oh, not now.
Well, this is very interesting.
Lie back in your chair, sir. better. Lie back. Yes, yes. Oh, phew. You gave me quite a shock there, sir. That lasted much longer than usual. I wasn't really sure what to do.
Thank you, Smedley. I'm much better now. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh.
These seizures are getting much worse. We must get a doctor to come and see you.
No, I won't have some quack coming in here and telling me to eat lettuce. Do you hear me? I won't have some bloody quack in here. Do you hear me, Smedley? Look, I'm fine now. I'm fine, you see? Absolutely tit-bloody-top condition now. Now, will you get me a snack, Smedley, because I'm feeling rather peckish on my little lips.
But sir, you're overworked and you're not getting any younger.
All the more reason why I must work free from distractions, Smedley, and that includes doctors.
Yes, I know. There is nothing more important than learning. And learning requires study.
Yes.
And study requires food and books. So give me a library and a really good
Cook.
and sooner to eat a volumes of mine than others will look.
Well done, Smedley, you're learning, you see. Maybe one day after I finish my book, and if you could draw yourself to do a tiny bit of study, you know, rather than being your usual cretinous self. Perhaps you could do something of worth too. Now just leave me to finish these last few books, yes?
Sir, if you don't mind me saying, you have read an awful lot of books.
Not at all, Smedley, not at all, yes. Practically the entire library, starting from A and moving across to Z. Well, I forget exactly where I am now, but...
Exactly, sir. So many books. It would be a great shame to forget all that hard-earned knowledge.
Oh, of course. I mean, no point in reading if you can't remember what you've read, eh?
Yes, of course, sir. No point at all. So, it would be rather pointless if, one day, let's say, you forgot everything you had ever read, and were never able to write your book.
Oh, of course, but that's hardly going to happen, is it, Smedley? I mean, my body may be old and decrepit, but my brain is in tip-top condition, Smedley. Now, if you could just leave me to get on with my work, eh, yes? Hmm?
Yes, of course. But, if you don't mind me asking, sir, what exactly is it that you're reading?
Oh, nothing you could ever understand, Smedley. Much too esoteric, full of complex words, you know, difficult themes, that sort of thing. I mean, it's called the, what's it called? It's called the, in fact, where is it? I must have been reading something, but goodness, Smedley, what was I reading?
Sir, I think you were probably reading this.
Really? It's very strange little manuscript, that. You sure? Very odd. Oh.
You see, sir, you're forgetting because of the seizures. If you don't see a doctor...
Oh, be quiet, Smedley! I won't have any doctors in the house, do you hear me? They're quacks! All of them quacks! Now get out and get me some food while you're at it. And then I don't want to see you for a day and a half. Nothing! Try and fool me, you stupid little imbecile. Now, where was I? Okay. Right. Right. Haozkla. Living deities. Yes, 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 girl, she's ill. What's this? Ball of wool? Ridiculous. What's she gonna do? Yes, of course. The monastery.